Good morning. Today is the 23rd of April 2020 and today is St. George's Day. And today I'm making a serious declaration to all patriots throughout the nation and throughout the United Kingdom. I am declaring today is the day where we declare war. Today is the day where the resistance begins. And today is the day when all patriots must start to rise up against the coup which is taking place in front of our eyes. That we are under attack. We are under attack from world globalists. We are under attack from the Chinese Communist Party through this virus. Whatever this virus is, whatever this virus isn't, it is being used to destroy us. It is being used to destroy our economy, our nation, and our futures. And so today is the day that we must start to fight back, because today is St. George's Day. And St. George, who was St. George? St. George was the man who killed the dragon, the beast. St. George killed the beast, he destroyed the beast. He stuck the spear in and he dismounted his horse and he cut the head off. And that's what we have to do. We fought for Brexit. We fought the little dragon. Now we have to join together with our brothers in America and kill and slay the big dragon. And why am I saying this? I'm saying this not just because it popped into my head. I'm saying this because I watch what's going on. When Jesus was accused by the religious people of his day, he said, I do nothing but what I see the Father doing. And he said that the farmer knows the time because he understands the seasons. You have to watch and see what's going on. And why do I know that today is the beginning of the resistance? Today is the beginning of the fight back, not because of myself or anything that's in my head, because I watched the signs. Everybody was saying, where's Boris? Right? Everyone's wondering, where's Boris? Oh yes. And the left, they've been having a field day accusing and criticizing on TV, in Parliament, whatever. But what happened yesterday? Boris emerged. What was the first thing he did? He called Donald Trump and the Queen. This is a sign for us. This is a symbol for us. Patriots, you must understand the symbolism. It's all there. What's happening in America right now? The resistance already started. Americans are coming out on the street. They're saying, we will not have our constitutional rights taken away. Whatever the virus is, whatever things we need to do to mitigate that, but they are not having their constitutional rights taken away. Their rights to free speech, their rights to assembly, their rights to religious gathering, their rights to bear arms. All of these things are being taken away, particularly by Democrat governors in the States, but also Republicans, because many Republicans are also globalists. They're not all, on the side of the people. And they're saying, no, this is an excuse. Now we see what's going on. This is a literal coup, which is the precursor to a takeover, a socialist takeover, a global socialist takeover through the United Nations and the World Health Organizations, backed up by the Chinese Communist Party. That is what's going on, and this is what, if you think I'm mad, you just do your homework, and many of you have been doing your homework whilst you've been stuck inside, like Noah in the ark with his family whilst the flood raged around outside him. He was kept protected and safe so that he could come out and claim God's kingdom when he came out and start anew. And that's the message for us. And so Boris gave us the signal, because the resistance already started in America. Donald Trump gave the Americans who are resisting permission. He didn't say, well, not permission, he just said, go ahead. Basically, he didn't try to stop them. If he was part of a globalist plot, if he was on the side of, the wrong side, he would have clamped down on all of those things a long time ago. But he said, Americans, go ahead, you do what you have to do. He's standing there in the snake's pit, surrounded by globalist, deep state snakes all around him every day. But he stands there tall and strong. He let them expose themselves, and then he's going to cut their heads off. And this is the situation here, and it's the situation with Boris. He's in the same situation. So what was the message from Boris? First thing is, he called the leader of the resistance, the one who is going to destroy the globalists. He's going to wield the axe to the globalist tree. And he called our sovereign. This is a symbol that we will restore our sovereignty if we unite with the world resistance against this globalist takeover. And I say to all British people, all Englishmen and women across the nation, today is the day. Take out your flag. Well, this is a declaration of war against those who want to destroy us, against those who want to inject our children with poison, like the devil, Fauci and Gates. We will not have this. British people, on St. George's Day, we declare that we will resist. And when the time is given to us, we have that little freedom of movement. When the government, when Boris gives us an inch, we have to take a mile. And I say this to all patriots, all the patriotic leaders across the nation. You know who you are. You have your people. You are our fearless leaders. The Tommy Robinsons, the Paul Goldings, the patriotic twins, the Amys, the great people who have fought and have proved themselves in battle. I say to all people, unite with your leaders. Follow their lead, because we have to come out. And this is what I'm saying to you. And there are many other patriot leaders in this nation. You know this is what they have in America. They have the Second Amendment. And you go on the internet, look and see what the Americans are doing. They're out on the street with their guns. They're not shooting anyone, they're not threatening anyone, but they're giving a message to the authorities that we will not be bowed, we will not have our freedoms taken away from us. This isn't even a real sword, but it's a symbol. It's a symbol of what we must do. We must claim our rights back. We need a constitution. We need to restore our constitution. We need to restore our rights to freedom of speech, freedom of assembly, freedom of faith, freedom to protect ourselves, the right to bear arms in order to protect our freedoms, which is what they have in America. So that's what I'm declaring today. We have now begun the fight back. And I urge every Englishman and woman and every patriot in this country, follow your leaders, unite with your leaders. We know who they are. They're on the internet every day. They're urging us forward. Great heroes of the fight for Brexit and even before. And so this is what I say. I'm declaring this day because it's St. George's Day and the sign has been given. The sign has been given, the message has been given through Boris Johnson and through Donald Trump. Through their actions, they are showing you have to read between the lines in order to understand the secret message. Because we are all in enemy territory, deep, deep, deep in enemy territory. And we have to claim territory back. Even Donald Trump, every day, he's knee deep in the swamp. He's draining it every day. But he's surrounded by snakes and it's lizards, just like Ike said, we're ruled by lizards. Yes, he was absolutely right all along. We are ruled by lizards. And you can see them when they're standing next to Trump. They look like lizards, a lot of them. And so is Boris, surrounded. And he's got a cabinet, they look quite good. But he's in the middle of an establishment. So who Don't sit there and wait for Boris to do everything or Trump to do everything. They're not doing that in America. We can't do that here. Listen to Amy. Listen to Tommy Robinson. Listen to Paul Golding and others. Listen to them and Jada Franson in Northern Ireland. Listen to them. They are the ones leading our revolution. Not just a revolution, we're fighting for our rights. We're not fighting for anything that we shouldn't have. We're fighting to regain what we should have always had, which we did have, what God gave us. It doesn't come from anyone else. Our freedoms come from the Lord God Almighty who created the universe. Whether you believe it or not, it has to come from something more than the state. That is the reality, and that's what the founding fathers of America understood, and that's why America is our only hope. There's one man in America standing, and who supports him? Two pillars support him. That is the Second Amendment community and the Christian community, and the libertarians as well. So, therefore, those are the pillars of freedom. Socialism will never be a pillar of freedom, no matter if they can put the word democratic in front of the names of their countries, the Democratic Republic of North Korea or whatever it's called. Is it democratic? And all of these communist countries have the word democratic in them, but they're not, are they? Freedom comes from God, freedom comes from faith, freedom comes from responsibility. So today, St. George's Day, we take up our responsibility. That is the declaration of St. George's Day. This is Brexit Matman, over and out. Thank you very much. God bless America. God bless the United Kingdom. God bless Donald Trump and Boris Johnson and every man, woman and child in this country. 2 nations, 1 constitution.